Indian exporters are feeling the pinch of Trump's tariffs. The tariffs have hit textiles, auto parts, engineering goods, rice, leather and more. With jobs, revenue and years of market building now at risk, exporters in the worst hit sectors are now looking at newer markets. But that route is not without a plethora of challenges of its own. Here's that report.
On August 27th, as Trump's additional 25% tariffs kicked in, Indian businesses were left staring at big revenue losses, huge layoffs, or even closure. The Federation of Indian Export Organizations estimates the impact of the tariffs to be a whopping $47.5 billion, hurting as much as 55% of India's exports to the US. The pain is palpable across sectors, from textiles to engineering goods and from auto components to gems and jewelry. India's food and agriculture industry, particularly rice exporters, have taken some of the worst blows of Trump's tariff salvos. With competitors poised to leap in, farm exporters face a painful choice: absorb heavy losses or abandon hard-won market share.
बासमती में मैं समझता हूँ कि इंडिया की और पाकिस्तान दो ही देशों में इसकी क्रॉप है और 50% से बासमती पे सारा भार अमेरिका के कंज्यूमर पे ट्रांसफ़र हो जाएगा। अमेरिका एक अमीर इकोनॉमी है, इसलिए मैं समझता हूँ वो वहाँ का कंज्यूमर इसको एब्जॉर्ब करेगा।
Leather is another vulnerable sector, and the brunt will be borne by eastern India, especially West Bengal. The 550 exporters in the state employ over 700,000 people, but the tariffs could force many of the companies to change strategy. Industry leaders warn that nearly 200,000 jobs are already under threat, with the number likely to increase.
Now, whatever was in the stock, we are just holding the stock because we can't sell it elsewhere, because American styles, American look, American feel, everything is different. Europe doesn't buy the same thing what America buys. So every country, every place has got its own style, own way of working. So the thing is, America is a big country and the consumption of America is huge. But it's a low-cost market, but still, it gives us very good turnover.
For India's auto component makers, Trump's move has come as a wheel of misfortune, with nearly half the sector coming under the tariffs. The automotive ecosystem must innovate and diversify or risk being left behind. To future-proof their business, Bengaluru's Sansera Engineering is considering setting up a front-end facility in the states.
Currently, at 50% tariff, our components which are going into the automotive sectors are impacted. If this tariff continues, since the tariff is going to be 50+%, then there will be we will lose the competitive edge on our competition, and hence it will be resourced, and it might have to be, we might lose the orders.
Engineering goods too are feeling the heat. Exports worth $20 billion to the US are now in jeopardy. The industry, which supports a workforce of up to 1.5 million people, may see its export revenue from the US drop by half.
With a 50% hike in the price which the customer eventually will pay, volume has to drop. We have to now try and work out in such a manner that this volume that drops from the USA, we are able to sell to alternate places.
India's chemical exporters, long reliant on steady American demand, now face their toughest reckoning yet. Companies in production hub Surat are bracing for a sharp downturn.
Will be impacted because the volume we serve or volume we manufacture, right? We are not going to get the similar volume again now. Now we are under a very, you can say like selling pressure. I mean to say like performance pressure, and to have that kind of pressure thing, we are compromising our profit.
India's toy exporters had gained from Trump's first term after he imposed tariffs on global toy trade giant China. But this time, the story is different. With a 50% tariff on Indian toys in the US, any drop in numbers will largely be replaced by Chinese toys.
From our perspective, in US is one of our core markets, but we don't expect any impact whatsoever for jobs, at least in our company. We have substantial business in other geographies as well as India as a market. So no direct impact, I would say, at least from a skill matrix or our company perspective.
Exporters are pinning hopes on diversification of markets and deals with other trading blocs. But with hopes of a trade deal with the US thinning, they fear relief could take time. With MG Arun, Preksha Jain for India Today.